What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video, and I hope that you're sharing it as well. I'm going to talk about Stacy Dash. Stacy Dash is a very interesting person. I haven't talked about her in a while because she's kind of been low key. One of the last times she really went viral was when she had that situation with her ex, right? When she was arrested for domestic violence. And then after that, we hadn't really heard. I think she renounced being a conservative. She was never really a conservative anyway. But, she's 58 years old. And she's at a point in her life where she is following the path that others are. And that's trying to go viral on social media. Now, people are talking about this viral video of her dancing, right? And people thought that something was seriously wrong with her. No, she's very awkward, right? And that is not the first time she's done a video dancing, right? If you go to her page, just something new looks like she's trying to do because she's on TikTok like everybody else, and she's trying to go viral, and she's doing whatever she sees on TikTok, right? You can just tell the influence of TikTok on these people, right? But she also did a reenactment type video of All Falls Down, right? You probably will see the thumbnail in the photo in the video. She did something similar to that. That is just her looking to go viral. I don't think she's crazy. I just think that she's at a point in her life where she doesn't care anymore. She really doesn't have anything to lose because she has no acting career anymore. She doesn't. And also, if you look at the fact that she is a part of OnlyFans. Now, I was actually told this a couple of months ago. I had sat on this information because I didn't feel the need to make a video about her having an OF. Just making a video about it because I told you I'm totally 100% indifferent to OnlyFans. I'm not here to rail against it because these women are just going to do it anyway. And you got men that are just going to sign up and give them money anyway. So what's the point of making a video? But because I'm making this video and because Stacy went viral for people thinking that she's breaking down. No, she just seems like a very awkward person. She seems like very antisocial, but she's trying to be social online, right? So she's at this point in her life where she doesn't care. She's 58. I don't think she's attached romantically with anybody. I think all her children are grown. She's renounced her being a conservative. She doesn't really have an acting career. So she's just online trying to be sexy for y'all. If you look at her page, right, she's really trying to. And listen, Stacy, Stacy doesn't look bad for a 58-year-old. I will say that. For a 58-year-old woman, she doesn't look bad, right? And she is trying to show that off at this point because, hell, all these other women are doing it. Why can't she, right? I mean, this is the new normal where you're going to see women in their 40s and 50s, right, getting on social media, doing the absolute most to go viral, right? And that's what Stacy is doing. She really doesn't have anything to lose at this point. And I think that people took that video to mean that no, she's just doing what other women are doing online right now in their 40s and 50s. I wouldn't be surprised if you got women in their 60s doing it. Because I don't really be on TikTok. I know some of y'all do. Y'all see it. You got women of all ages that are doing the absolute most. And that's what she's doing. She's trying to recapture that sexiness because she kind of bottled it up for years, right? Even because, there was a point to where she was on a television show with Lisa Ray. I can't think of it right now as I do. Oh, it's Single Ladies. There was a show that premiered back in 2011. It ended in 2015, so it ran for about 4 years on VH1. That was during the height of VH1. VH1 was probably one of the most watched networks on television during that time, because they were coming out with all these reality shows and they were on a run. VH1 had one of the craziest runs of reality television during that time. So that's when you seen this show on. Now, I believe she left the show because she was having issues with people. And that pretty much ended her acting career. Then she went into the grifting space, i.e. becoming a female conservative, which is filled with grifters. If you want to know what a grifter looks like, look at these female conservatives, black or white. The grifting is real, and she was a part of it. She was able to get into a relationship with a white man. I think Candace Owens, I ain't got no problem with Candace Owens, but she followed that same path. You know, she was once liberal, then became a conservative, and ended up with a white man. Right? That's what they do. They become conservative and go white. You know, I don't know, but that's what she was doing, right? And that effectively ended her acting career. So I think at this point, Stacey feels like she has nothing to lose. She thinks that, there are men out there that still thinks that she's sexy, and she's trying to use it to her benefit. I mean, go to her page. She trying to show y'all what she, you know what I'm saying? She trying to show y'all that she got it or still got it, right? If that's your thing, right? But I just don't think that like she's going nuts. I just think that she wants attention, like every other woman on the social media app does. On social media, they want attention from men, even though they will talk all this female empowerment and supporting women and all about women. They still, at the end of the day, live and die by the attention that they get from men. Even the most hardcore feminists be doing the most for male attention. That's why women don't even use the label feminist anymore. You know why? Because they realize that if a man sees that, they're going to back away. Just like Tyrese's ex-wife, Samantha, she right after they broke up, she had feminist in her Instagram bio. You know what she did after that? She took it out of there because she knew that the path that she was going to go into, which is trying to grift men into believing that she cares about them, she knew it wouldn't work. It would, so she had to change that. That's why I say, looking at this, she's no different than a lot of these other women. And, look at the fact she's 58. And, she's looking at her age, and, she doesn't want to be one of those women that just ages into obscurity, when no one, cares, or no one wants to see them, talk to them. Because she does look good for a 58-year-old. Ain't a lot of 58-year-old women that look like Stacy Dash. Let's be clear, okay? They don't look like Stacy Dash. I don't care what anybody says. And she knows this, and she's using it to her benefit, right? Ain't a lot of Angela Bassett's out here who's in her 60s that looks like her. They are anomalies, okay? So when I look at Stacy Dash and what is being put out there about her, instead about her, she's losing it. No, she's doing what every other woman online currently is doing. They're doing the most to go viral, to get attention, to draw to their OnlyFans. And that's what she's doing. She wants y'all to go sign up to see what she got going on. She wants you to follow the socials, right? That's all that is. She's living out her 20s. She's trying to live out her 20s again, because she was married a lot. Stacy Dash has been married. How many times has Stacy Dash been married? She's been married hella times. She's been married, let's see, 1, 2. She's been married about 3 times reportedly. And the last guy she was married to, that didn't work out so well for her. And the last relationship that she was in, I told y'all about her ex, how she got arrested with domestic violence. And she hasn't been with anybody seriously since. She's a relative of Dame Dash. Y'all know that. It's just difficult to believe that, she's 58, but she is. And again, I want y'all to understand, this is the new normal. you're going to see 50-something-year-old women doing the absolute most for attention. They are. They are, especially if they look like Stacy Dash at 58. This is the new normal. I know y'all see it on TikTok every day. I'm not on TikTok like that. I'm pretty sure that y'all see it. I've seen on Instagram, you got these 50-year-old women still trying to compete. They claim they're happily married, but they still trying to compete for male attention. That's why I say it'd be difficult for me to be married these days. These women just they just need validation every day. Imagine you married to a woman chronically online looking for attention, and then she claims that she's not promoting an OnlyFans or anything. So why are you doing it? You know, because the only people that's going to subscribe to you or follow you on your social media are men. Yeah, you're going to have some women, but the majority of the people who are going to be liking those posts, who are going to be following, are men. So what's the point? Unless it's just for daily validation that you're not getting in real life. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, like the video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, X, Instagram. Check out all the other videos on the channel, and I'll see y'all next one.